What is up, guys, and welcome back to another Transformers video here today. And I know it's been a while, but I return with some bad news. And as you can see here, Transformers 1 director Josh Cooley says Paramount has no interest in a sequel, putting it pretty bluntly. And just getting right into this article here from the website, the Gazette, Sci-Fi Fantasy Gazette.com. They said, getting right into it, despite earning praise from both critics and audiences, it appears Transformers 1 won't be getting a sequel. Paramount has reportedly decided not to move forward with the planned trilogy as the studio continues to struggle with revitalizing a franchise that once dominated the global box office. So right off the bat, this is obviously some terrible news, but let's just bang through the article first, and then I'll give my thoughts at the end. The news was delivered by director Josh Cooley, who had an 8 p.m. special panel at BotCon 25 in Wayne, Indiana, just early today. And this news is just breaking. I'm getting this video out right away. This is fresh news right off the pot. So this is not old news or anything. This is still going on right now, and I believe this is a con that's still going to be going on I guess into tomorrow, probably not into Monday. But continuing with the article, released in 2024, the animated sci-fi film featured a star-studded voice cast, including Chris Hemsworth as Orion Pax, Optimus Prime, Brian Tyree Henry as D16 Megatron, Keegan-Michael Key as B127, and Scarlett Johansson as Lita 1. Among others, like you see as Steve Buscemi, Lawrence Fishburne, etc. Although Transformers 1 was well received, earning 83% score on Rotten Tomatoes and an average rating of 7.3 out of 10, it failed to deliver financially, pulling in just $129.4 million worldwide against a production budget of approximately $75 million. For those of you who are unfamiliar, for a movie to just break even, and after that point it'd be obviously making a profit, but just breaking even, you take a film's budget and times it by 2.5, and then that allocates for all of the taxes, the theater cut, overseas, etc. They're not getting just what the movie makes. There's a lot that gets pulled out of that. So if you want to know what the break-even point is for Transformers 1, it would have been just about 188 million, 187 and a half, just around that area. So Transformers 1 unfortunately did fall under the flop category, but as the article continues, this disappointing box office return prompted Hasbro to announce it would no longer co-finance films based on its brands. Paramount will go back to the drawing board to plan out how to relaunch the Transformers film series, which has been trending downward financially since the first 4 live-action films under director Michael Bay, which were released between 2007 and 2014. That film being, of course, Transformers 1 and ending with Age of Extinction. Notice how they leave out the abomination that was The Last Knight. But they continue picking up. Ever since 2017's The Last Knight, box office returns for the IP have been steadily decreasing, culminating in the franchise low with Transformers 1. To be noted, though, Transformers 1 is the only animated film outside of the 1986 original. But before its release, Transformers 1 had been envisioned as a launch pad for a new trilogy, with storylines and character arcs already outlined for 2 additional films. However, the franchise's future now remains uncertain as the studio reassesses its approach for the once blockbuster property. Transformers 1 tells the origin. We don't have to go through that. And that is that. But something that honestly would be interesting to follow is that Michael Bay himself has been kind of posting weird cryptic videos the last few days now, or kind of joking videos, kind of teasing and joking about the whole skibbity toilet shit that he's supposedly working on and movie that he's rumored to be associated with. But he very poignantly started a video walking past and showing off his Transformers 1 and 2 posters, and obviously all of his comments, if you go and look online, are filled with people talking about come back to Transformers. All of these posts and random rumors that talk about Shia LaBeouf or Megan Fox or anything having to do with the original Transformers actors and Michael Bay himself coming back, people lose their minds. And like a lot of these articles talk about, the last time Transformers really was profitable was under Michael Bay's direction. So obviously, even myself have been a very vocal critic of Michael Bay and a lot of the decisions he made in his movies, very specifically with the final two and even Revenge of the Fallen. Even though I love the first three, they're not without their very obvious flaws. But towards the end, it really went off the rails, and Michael Bay clearly did not care about the story. So, my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinions, is why not bring Michael Bay back, especially if he's open to it, but only in a directing role, and you bring in a writer and you bring back someone like a Travis Knight, or bring someone in who truly cares about the lore. Even keep someone like Josh Cooley, keep him from the animated side of Transformers 1. Let him write a live action story, or at least help write a live action story, because I'm not necessarily a fan of having throwing live action animated writers writing to live action. I'm not necessarily too deep on the knowledge of Josh Cooley's writing experience, but I don't know if he's only animated, etc. But not getting too deep into it. Get someone that really cares about the story to write about the story, and then let Michael Bay do what he's good at, which is directing and action scenes and all of the actual the stuff that people are there for a Transformers film for, the explosions and the big robots and the fights. Let him do that and let someone else handle the writing side of it. Why not bring Michael Bay back? But it'll be interesting to see what Paramount does from here, because Transformers is way too big of an IP to let just rot and die. And with the toy sales, it certainly is not going to ever die. And especially with the comics, the Skybound comics are absolutely fantastic. And they're certainly selling and they're extremely popular. So they know that Transformers is a popular IP, but they are the ones failing to make it work. They're the ones failing to put something good out there or market it when they actually do have something good. So again, what do you guys think about this? Obviously, I am very disappointed because I was a big fan of Transformers 1, and my only complaints with Transformers 1 is that if I felt like it should have been longer, because I wanted to see the story continue after where it ended. But this is honestly kind of surprising, because I would have figured that, considering Transformers 1 was so inexpensive, and because they really didn't lose too much money on it, and they pretty much failed with the marketing. It's their fault that the movie did so poorly. Like the article even states, the audience reception was extremely positive, and the word to mouth and fan campaigns really helped the money make more money than it probably would have, because Hasbro and Paramount absolutely failed to market this movie to begin with. So this is their fault, and I believe fans in the coming hours and coming days, as this news begins to spread, are going to let their displeasure be heard in mass. At least I definitely am disappointed. So let me know what you guys think about this down below, and what do you think this means for the future of Transformers? Obviously, we still have that supposed Rise of the Beast sequel that is going to be a crossover with G.I. Joe, but honestly, if they're canceling stuff like this, I think they need to reimagine what the hell they're doing with that. They need to maybe go back to the drawing board and think, let's not smash the toys together with G.I. Joe and Transformers when neither of these are really properties that can even stand on their own right now. So maybe let's not put all the toys in the sandbox right now. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Likes, dislikes, anything is appreciated. And until next time, peace.